Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Kiera, and as you can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about ways to stay organized and take charge of your life when you feel like your life is just falling off tracks, not going the way you want it to, and ways that you can deal with it and how to get yourself back on track. So if that is something that you are interested in, make sure you continue to watch this video. If this is your first time on my channel, like I said, I am Kiera. I hope you're doing well. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and have the notifications turned on so you don't miss when I upload videos. I upload every Wednesday at 10 a.m. You don't want to miss this amazing content. I don't want to hold y'all too much. Let's go ahead and get into what the topic of today's video is about, and that is how to reorganize your life, how to take charge and get control of yourself, how to get yourself back on track when you have strayed off of your journey and your path to get you to certain goals and destinations. The first thing you want to ask yourself is, what got you to the place that you are right now? If you are at a place where you feel like you are off track, what got you to that place to feel like you are off track? You have to take a step back and literally look at the whole scope, the whole scale, the whole view of your life and figure out what got you to the point of where you feel like you are off track, or where you feel like you are slacking or lacking in any area of your life that you feel like you are lacking in. What do you feel like got you to that place? You can write this down, you can just think about it, you can meditate on it, whatever works best for you. But first you need to figure out why and what got you to that place in the first place. The next thing you need to figure out is it something that is like an emotional attachment? Are you unhappy with your job or your career, your relationships, your work life? Are you unhappy with your physical body, like your appearance? What do you feel like is keeping you off track as far as keeping you happy? When you are unhappy, you'll notice that you are not doing things that you truly enjoy. So you want to make sure you are nipping it in the bud on whatever you are not happy about. If you aren't happy about a certain career or job, take the necessary steps to find a new one. If you aren't happy with relationships or friendships, you need to reevaluate and figure out why these friendships and relationships aren't working for you. If they're getting you off track, you need to figure out how can you move forward in the relationship or friendship by getting yourself back on track, or if you need to eliminate them completely. You also can figure out what is not working for yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. If you have been doing things to keep yourself emotionally blocked off, you need to correct and check that. If you are doing something like overeating and things like that that's keeping you unhappy, overweight and things, figure out and check it. Okay, so you have to figure out the root of the problem. Your body is literally the foundation of your life. If your body and yourself, your person is not organized, your life is not going to be organized. So if you're not good within, it's going to reflect without. So you have to make sure that you are making the necessary steps and taking the necessary steps and making the necessary efforts to keep yourself happy, satisfied, emotionally fulfilled. Make sure you are keeping the people around you that are going to keep you motivated, not people that are going to take you off track of your goals and your destinations. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of how you live your life, and you are in charge of who you have in your life as well. It doesn't matter if they're family or friends. Sometimes you have to distance yourself from people who you know are not meaning no good in your life, or who keeps bringing out the worst in you. And sometimes you have to own it and know when you are at fault for certain behaviors as well. Another thing you can consider, are you comparing yourself to other people? If you are comparing yourself to other people, first and foremost, stop that, because your life is your life, your path is your path. You cannot compare yourself to other people, because you will continue to feel like you are behind that person in life when you look up to them and you compare yourself to them in that way. It's okay to have idols and role models and things like that, mentors, things like that, but you are your own person and so are they. So you have to make sure that you just keep that ideal that you are you and they are them. Okay, keep that ideal, because you cannot live your life trying to be like someone else, or you're going to feel like you're not on track and you're not going to be in charge of how you're living your life, because you are living your life through someone else. You also have to make sure you have your schedules planned out well. Make sure you have a routine set for yourself. If you have a self-care routine, if you have a work routine or a workout routine, whatever kind of schedule you have for yourself, make a schedule for yourself and stick to it. You have to be super disciplined with yourself. Do not let yourself get off easy. It's okay to be gentle with yourself, but also be disciplined with yourself. If you know you can't get up early in the morning, then you need to schedule your day according to the time that you wake up. It's also best to plan your schedule ahead of time. So like, don't This is okay. If you're the type of person, let me clarify. If you're the type of person that can live day to day and you can stay on track just by going with the flow, congratulations. You are one of the many that can. For me personally, when I try to live day to day and just go with the flow, especially with trying to be a content creator and stuff like that, girl, that does not work for me. That does not work for me. I literally will get off track so fast because something else will pop up in my head. I'm like, okay, I want to do this too. When I set a schedule for myself, it literally shows me A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. Okay, like it literally shows me exactly what I want to do, what I need to do, and what needs to be done at a certain time. And if I have time to plan something, I'll put it in my schedule for a future date. You know what I mean? So you have to like schedule yourself out accordingly, according to your lifestyle and not anyone else's, because the more you make a schedule for yourself, the more it's going to become a habit and not actually feel like a schedule, if that makes sense. And by doing that, you were taking control of your life and taking control over how much time you spend just going with the flow, versus when you plan stuff ahead of time, you actually have more time to relax, rest, retreat, and actually be more creative because you're not overworking yourself. What goals do you want to reach? What goals do you want to hit? Have your goals changed in the last 6 months? If your goals have changed in the last 6 months, then of course it's time for you to reevaluate, figure out why this goal has changed, what is the new goal, and what is the new path and new steps that you can take to get to this goal. When you're trying to reorganize your life and take charge of your life, you literally have to do some serious reflecting on the part you played in getting yourself off track. You can't always just blame it on this person and that person. I know I said sometimes it can be family and friends, but sometimes it can be you. You have to literally admit to yourself when you have been the problem that has been straying you off track. If you know you've been staying up late, oh, this is me. If you know you've been staying up late watching too much social media stuff, like for me it's YouTube. I watch too much YouTube. I know this, and I'm trying to like wean myself away from that. But if you know you've been staying off track, doing all stuff like that, watching too much gossip, girl, I'm talking to me. Watching too many T pages. I kind of unsubscribed to a lot of T pages, but that was me like a couple months ago, which like I said, I feel like that is like why I strayed off track. Also, like pay attention to the music you want to listen to, the people you have around you. If certain people and places don't align with goals that you see for yourself 3 months from now, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 5 years from now, if they don't line up with the path that you see for yourself, then you need to make sure you are removing anything that don't align with you anymore. The more you hold on to things that are not serving you in your new path and your new journey, or to get to your new goals, the longer it's going to take you to get there. The more you're going to have to keep recycling each lesson and learning a lesson over and over again if you don't remove it the first time or the second time. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to understand, like, okay, I've been here before. I've literally been here before, and it's time for me to do what needs to be done in order for myself to move forward. So you have to like just put yourself in check, like literally check yourself before you get yourself off track, or after you get yourself off track. You want to make sure you just touch back with yourself every couple of months, every month if you have to, making sure that your goals are still the same, because you may have a goal one month and then the next month your goal is completely different because that's not the path that you truly want to be on. The best ways I can say to take back control of your life and get back organized and get a routine for yourself is to take a step back and literally reevaluate your entire life, your schedule, your goals, your dreams, your plans, everything that you see for yourself and everything that you see or that you want for yourself. Literally take a step back and look at the bigger picture of everything. Make sure, like I said, that everything still aligns with you. When you get off track, I want to get more comfortable because I feel like I'm reading from a script, and I literally hate when I feel that way. But when you get off track, like sometimes it can literally take you, for me, it takes me to a whole different place of like trying to do too much at a time, because I have so many creative ideas and I just don't know how to put them out there, or I have so many things that I want to accomplish and I just don't know where to start. So sometimes you have to take a step back and prioritize what goal matters the most at this moment, what life path matters the most at this very moment in my life. And you'll be surprised when you take that approach. Sometimes it'll lead you to a better destination because you put something that was more worthwhile at the forefront. And sometimes you'll understand, like, okay, maybe this is not for me, and maybe I need to, take a step back and figure out what is for me, and then figure out where to go from there. And once you figure out how to move forward with like any decision that you're making and taking control of how you live your day-to-day life, you'll see that everything will start to go the way that you want it to go because you are taking that control of your life. You are giving yourself the opportunity to choose the lifestyle that you want to live for yourself and not letting things just be what they are because that's how it's supposed to be. If you have a certain dream or a goal that you see for yourself, do not allow no one else or no person, place, or thing to get you off track of any goal that you see for yourself. If you see something for yourself, no matter how hard the work is, no matter how long it's going to take, if that is a goal for you, you are going to put that work in. You're going to make a realistic plan, realistic step by step to reach your goal, no matter what no one else says, no matter how long, like I said, how long it's going to take you to get there. You are going to make the necessary and take the necessary steps to get you to your end destination. I feel like once you get on a certain journey to hitting a certain goal, sometimes you forget to appreciate the little steps, the little goals, the little milestones that you hit. And it is very, very important when you're trying to reorganize your life and take control of your life. Everyone is not going to praise you, so it's up to you to praise your successes and to praise your small accomplishments. You will sometimes have to be the only one celebrating you, and that is okay. You don't always have to wait for someone else to celebrate you, and that is basically just taking control of how you feel. Because sometimes if we wait on other people to give us congratulations, we can take away the joy from ourselves of feeling satisfied and happy and actually being congratulating ourselves. Sometimes you can just take away that joy from yourself because you're looking for a praise from other people when you should be getting that from within yourself as well. You should not wait for an outside source to give you a congratulations. You shouldn't wait for an outside source to give you the goal to head to the next destination. If you feel like you want to go from A to B, then you get yourself from A to B. You figure out how you're going to get from A to B, no matter if you walk, you drive, you run, you sprint, you crawl, you climb. No matter how you're going to get from A to B, you can figure that out on your own. You don't have to wait for no one else to tell you or give you instructions to get there. Take control over how you are getting to your goals. Take control over your life because it is your life and it's your responsibility, not anyone else's. Most importantly, make sure you are happy with what you are doing and what you have going on in your life. You don't want to live your life with regret and being sad and being unhappy with goals that you have achieved, but you didn't want to do it in the first place. That's why I say to always check back with yourself and reevaluate the goals that you set for yourself, because sometimes months and years down the line, you don't even align with those goals anymore, but you continue to push yourself on that path because it feels like the right thing to do, or you don't want to be judged by other people. Eliminate all that and just do what feels right to you, because you don't want to be unhappy with hitting certain goals and certain milestones because you don't even want to be in this career path no more, or you don't want to live this certain lifestyle no more. You want to make sure that you are happy with the goals that you achieve. So make sure you check back in with yourself at all times to make sure you are on the right path that is right for you. But that is what I have for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. Let me know if this video was helpful or ways that you stay organized down in the comments. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and have the post notifications turned on so you don't miss when I upload videos. And I will see y'all in next week's video.